The Denver Nuggets have had a roller coaster of an offseason. A big question for them is, did they even get better this year with other teams in the East like the Celtics and then the teams in the West that they are challenging, the T-Wolves, the Mavericks, and the Thunder all making additions while the Nuggets lost KCP. Yes, they still have their core right here of these four guys, but they add some bench pieces, some older bench pieces, and a couple of guys that are expected to step up, but their first round pick tears Achilles. Can this team get back to the finals is a big question, and I'm not sure. Now, it helps when you have the three-time MVP, Nikola Jokic, coming off of a year where he averaged 26.4 points, 12.4 rebounds, 9 assists, and 1.4 steals. And he was actually playing defense in the Olympics, which was kind of crazy. 58% shooting from the field, 36% from 3-on-3 attempts. I think he's the best player in the world. Almost beat Team USA, of course, with a little help from Bogdanovic and the other guy. But he's the starting point, obviously. They've added some guys. Trey Alexander, great UDFA. We'll see where it goes from there. Averaged 17.6 points, 5.7 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 1.1 steals in college at Creighton. Was kind of the point guard for them this year in the Summer League, and he made some plays for sure. That's a nice pass right there for the easy floater. And then here coming off the ball screen, little jab, and then gets in. Nice fall away here. That's a shot he works on a lot. That's something he is very good at. And then getting into the paint once again with that little fall away, little shoulder bump. That's very SGA-like right there. And then defensively, block right here. We're going the other way. Standing at 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. So he's got a +6 wingspan, which is definitely something you love to see. Maybe could be a good UDFA for them in the future. Maybe could get some PT this year or next year. Now, their first round pick, Daron Holmes, who averaged 20.5 points per game, 8.6 rebounds, 2.6 assists on 54% shooting from the field, 39% from three. He unfortunately tore his Achilles in the Summer League. Now, he has great vision as a big, so looking forward to next year. He can definitely be a piece. Has got a great feel for the game at 6'8", 6'10", however tall he is. 39% shooting from the field, 2.5 attempts. He's listed at 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan. I think he's more like 6'9", 6'10", somewhere in there, a little in between there. But he's got a good body, good build. Almost posterized that dude right there. So I think Holmes will be a good piece for them. Obviously not this year, but in the future. Now, Jamal Murray, I think he will have a bounce back year. He was playing hurt last year in the playoffs, but a guy that I really think will have a bounce back year, Michael Porter Jr. He allowed them to completely take him out of the series against the Timberwolves. They went no help, and he was virtually unheard of. Averaged 11.6 rebounds on 38% shooting from the field, 32% from three. He pretty much just went and stood in the corner, and I think he is... he was obviously their third option on offense, but now, I think he can take an even bigger step. More shot attempts available. Last year, he averaged 17 points, 7.5 rebounds, 48% shooting from the field, 40% from three. But I'm hoping MPJ can get up to like 22, 23 points a game, maybe surpass Murray as the second leading scorer on this team. I think he has that kind of potential, and he's still on the younger side. He's going to get more touches with KCP out, and probably more minutes now with a, quote-unquote weaker bench. We'll see what happens, but he is definitely going to be that third option solidified now, and after adding Russell Westbrook to replace Reggie Jackson, I think the bench is a little bit better. Russ last year averaged 11.5 points, 5 boards, 4.5 assists. Now, he is going to be 36 next year. He only played 23 minutes a game last year, but in the role that he had for the Clippers, he played very, very well. He was 7th in 6th Man of the Year voting last year while shooting 45% from the field. 27% from the three is really bad. 68 games played. But overall, I like the season from Russ. He will be 36 years old next year. So we'll see what happens. But per 36, he was really good last year in LA. 18 points a game, 7 assists, 8 boards, almost 2 steals. Still got a little bit of athleticism left in the tank. Not liking those missed layups, but he got it back recovered. And then he can still push it up the floor in transition. That's a great pass right there to Daniel Tice for the lay-in. The rest of the bench is a little bit concerning. Peyton Watson's definitely going to have to take a step up and step into that Bruce Brown role that Mike Malone said he was going to step into last year, that he never really did. He was kind of a liability, kind of got played out of the rotation in the playoffs, only averaged about 7 points, 3 boards, 1 assist, and a block per game last year in 18 minutes a night, while shooting 46% from the field, 30% from 3 on 2 attempts. Not exactly elite, but It's all right. That's something he's got to work on this offseason is that three-point percentage, and it will get there. I feel like, they also have Trey Alexander. We'll see what happens with Justin Holiday. I believe they brought him back on a 1 year, so maybe he can be a piece. But this bench last year was not, Reggie Jackson and Justin Holiday were your two best pieces. Now you bring in Russ, you bring in Dario Saric, who is going to be a really, really good role player for them. I think he's going to fit perfectly alongside Jokic off the bench as the seventh man. 8 points a game, 4.5 boards, 2.3 assists in 17 minutes per game last year in Golden State. He was really, really solid. This is just a really solid addition on the veteran minimum. Beautiful. I think they got him for 2 years as well. 47% shooting from the field, 38% from three per 36. He averaged 19 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 4.7 assists per game. So he's going to be really, really nice for them off the bench. I love this addition. Saric is probably my favorite addition for them all offseason. The pick and roll with him and Russ is going to be dangerous because look at this right here. All the attention goes to Steph. Saric just steps back there and knocks down that Trey ball. This play right here, Wemby has to choose between Steph or Saric. Sohan follows Steph, and then Saric is just wide open for the three ball. Sohan is a little tardy on the closeout. And yeah, Saric is going to be a great addition to this team. With that being said, if you are not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying today's video. Also, make sure to hit the like button and leave me a comment down below if you are enjoying today's video. Like I said, we're trying to hit about 200 likes on today's video, so if you could help us out with that, it'd be greatly appreciated. Now, let's talk about their two-guard spot right now because Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who just came off of a year where he averaged 10 points and 4 rebounds on 40% shooting from downtown, is now in Orlando. So that leaves a huge hole, not only at the point of attack defender spot for this Nuggets team, but also as a shooter and a scorer. Christian Braun is kind of expected to step in and take that spot. Averaged about 7 points, 4 boards last year on 46% shooting from the field, 38% from three. But when he was asked to step up in the playoffs, he didn't do much. He's an above average defender and obviously very athletic. Poster right here. Sneaky athletic, if you will. You also got Julian Strawther, who last year averaged about 4.5 points per game, 1.2 rebounds on 37% shooting from the field, 30% from three in 10 minutes a game. So not fantastic, but he's definitely a guy that maybe could step in and play some roles. And when he gets hot, he gets hot. He looked good in the summer league. Look at this backdoor cut. I believe that's like Baji that tries to get up in the passing lane. He cuts backdoor and finishes the layup at the rim. That's a tough finish. He's also, like I said, he's got a burner from downtown. He can knock it down off the dribble, off the catch. So maybe he steps in and becomes that starting two guard. I doubt it. I think he's going to come off the bench, but as a guard coming out of Gonzaga, I was really, really high on him. Look at this backdoor cut before the guy at the top of the key can rotate down. That's a nice finish right there with the reverse layup. And then working off the ball screen here, just gets downhill to the rim, finishing with that right hand. Nice little layup there. And then, he gets the ball off the rebound, gets into the paint, little push shot. Not bad. Like I said, he's probably in contention for that starting two-guard spot due to his ability to shoot the ball. We'll see what happens with him, though. Can they win a ring? That's the big question. That's pretty much the question of the video. And honestly, I don't know. It's really going to depend on Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., if he has a bounce-back year, and then whoever starts at that two-guard spot. Because I think the bench is better than last year with Saric, with Westbrook. So we'll see. Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure to like button and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And like I said, we're trying to hit 200 likes on today's video. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.